Hey there, it's CJ Willie and I'm cracking a pack today. I'm back with pack number 17 of my 1987 Donruss Wax Pack Mustard Rookie Card Chase. I've included the link to the video when I cracked the first pack. In the video I explain what I'm chasing. Let's take a look at my nifty checklist to see what we've pulled so far as we crack all these mustard packs. I've been able to pull a Bo Jackson rookie, a couple of Mark McGwire rookies, Ruben Sierra, Bobby Bonilla, Jamie Moyer, Barry Larkin, and Kevin Brown. In the consolation cards, so far just a couple, Pete Incaviglia and Mitch Williams. As usual, after I've cracked the pack, I'm going to choose the best card of the pack. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a rookie, superstar, Hall of Famer. It can literally be a goofy photo, something interesting about the player, or maybe some memory I had of the player from the 1980s. Let's get to cracking this pack. Okay, I have the Roberto Clemente puzzle piece. I need just a couple more and then I can complete the entire puzzle. First up is Tracy Jones, outfielder with the Cincinnati Reds. Jones was mainly a backup outfielder, mainly quad A player, bouncing between the minors and the majors. Steve Sax, second baseman of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Sax had some all-star years, spent the majority of his career at the Dodgers and then moved on to the Yankees. Johnny Ray of the Pittsburgh Pirates, second baseman. Ray had a couple of all-star years before finishing out his career with the Angels. Angel Salazar, shortstop with the Kansas City Royals. He was mainly a backup utility infielder, didn't see much time in the major leagues. Jeff Herron, catcher with the Blue Jays, was a backup catcher and bounced between the minors and the majors. Doug DeCences, third baseman with the California Angels. DeCences had a couple of all-star years, began his career at the Orioles, moved on to the Angels, and then had a cup of coffee with the Cardinals at the end of the 1987 season. We have one of the subset Diamond King cards, Dave Winfield, an outfielder with the New York Yankees. I really like the Diamond King cards. I think they're one of the best subsets that Donruss put together in their base sets. Jeff Musselman, pitcher with the Toronto Blue Jays. Musselman came up and had a couple of really good years as a starting pitcher, eventually moved into a reliever role. Bobby Grich, infielder with the California Angels. Grich came up with the Orioles, moved on to the Angels. I think Grich is probably a borderline Hall of Famer. His statistics and defensive ability rank up there pretty close to Jeff Kent. Mark Eichhorn, pitcher with the Toronto Blue Jays. Eichhorn came up as a reliever, spent a number of years as a middle reliever, garnered a few saves. Pete Rose, first baseman manager card. 1986 was Pete Rose's final year as a player. He had spent a little bit of time as a manager. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I know that there is clauses against people for betting against baseball, but I think Pete Rose, Shoeless Joe Jackson, they should be included in the Hall of Fame. Oh, here's a pretty good card. Don Mattingly, first baseman with the New York Yankees. Mattingly, perennial all-star. Looked like he was going to have a Hall of Fame trajectory. Unfortunately, his career got cut short as he had a lot of back problems. I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer. Currently, he is the manager with the Miami Marlins. Speaking of manager, another manager, Ron Renicky. Renicky spent a good portion of his career as a backup outfielder. with the Phillies and a couple other teams. His brother Gary Reineke won a World Series with the Orioles in 1983. Reineke was just recently fired as the manager of the Red Sox and was replaced by the man he replaced, Alex Cora. Mike Easler, outfielder DH with the Yankees. Easler had a pretty good 1986 with the Yankees. During the free agency period of 1985 and 1986, the Major League Baseball owners kept salaries low. Many players either retired, couldn't find jobs, or went to Japan to play. Final card out of the pack is Billy Sample, outfielder with the Atlanta Braves. Sample had a pretty decent career with the Rangers, Braves, Yankees. My favorite card, or best card of the pack, is going to be Don Mattingly. Mattingly had a really great start to his career. Burst onto the scene in 1983, had a number of all-star seasons. It really looked like he was going to be a Hall of Famer. By the end of the 80s, beginning of the early 90s, he started to have a bunch of injuries that forced him to retire in 1995. He fell one season short of being part of the World Championship team in 1996. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Also share with me in the comments what your favorite card or what you thought was the best card in the pack. Until next time, when I'm back to crack my next yellow pack of 1987 goodness in Mustard Rookie Card Chase.